Welcome back. So, there has been a discussion recently at a major youth track and field meet. So, an analyst brought up the topic that a headmaster of a high school withdrew an athlete from participating in that particular meet because he had not met the educational standards. He wasn't getting the required grades to be a part of that meet. So there was ongoing discussion on whether or not to continue with this education, pushing for athletes to get a particular grade before they could compete in meets that would showcase their talent and prowess. There were good points, especially this one that says we're no longer living in the past. And so this idea of if the student is not living up to the regular academic expectations of an A or B, then he should not be allowed to participate in any other activity. This would ensure that his talent is never brought to the fore. Scouts would not see him. Scouts would not be able to see him at work so as to help him to the next level of where his talent could actually be his livelihood, his profession. That is really a good argument because nowadays a talent, a skill can pay you way more and way faster than an education will. And so one has to rethink that and put to bed the argument that only an education can feed you or only an education can make you successful. There are talented people out here who are going to the major leagues, going to professionalism in their sport, in their talent, in their skill before they finish high school and right after high school without enrolling directly into a college. So we have to give light to an argument that your education is not the only thing that's important. My take, however, is also that we have to look at the big picture. An education is important. An education is going to be the foundation of whatever skill and whatever profession you'll be a part of in the future. Because there's a proverb that says, "A fool and his money shall soon part." And so if you are not educated to a certain level, you will not be able to manage that money or manage the people who are managing your money. So I say, parents, you need to form a team with the principal, with a teacher, with a coach, whomever it is. Form a team and look at the whole picture where your student athlete is concerned. Always remember that student is first. He must be a good student. It doesn't mean that he has to always get an A or a B. We could, as a whole team, look at the prospect of making his pass mark a C- or a C+, because in the future, if his talent will propel him forward far faster or far further than a tertiary level education, then that's what we should look at as parents. Make sure if he needs tutoring, then if he needs to go to classes outside of his normal high school or whatever level he's at, then you need to get that done so that he becomes the full and rounded individual that he's meant to be. He won't be a good professional athlete without education, because nowadays being a professional athlete is no longer only about your talent, it's also about getting endorsements, and nobody wants to endorse you if you're not acting professional or you're not academically inclined in an intelligent way. If you're not showing intelligence, then nobody wants you to promote their product, and so you won't get those endorsements, and that adds up as you go along as a professional. Endorsement mean your agent is able to say irrefutably that you're able to represent somebody's product. You're able to be interviewed, to speak on in an intellectual way on anything given to you, to do an interview, for example, and deliver intellectually and in an educational way. So those endorsements, if you're unable to do that, will fall away. Also take in consideration, after your athletic prowess may have left you in that you retire from a sport because, let's say, injury doesn't take you out early, God forbid, but you actually get to retire. There's a life after that. You want your money to follow you into retirement. And so good management of that money, or managing well those people who are managing your money, is the only thing that will ensure that you're successful even after your talent takes you thus far. So I've known many athletes. We've seen articles of athletes who were rich, were earning hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, who've come to a place after retirement that they can no longer buy a cheeseburger. And that shouldn't happen. If you're managing your money or managing those people who are managing your money well, then that should not happen. And this is what we don't want to happen when principals and teachers are saying, stay with your education. Make sure your education builds a good foundation for you to build your talent on. And that is my take. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos.